Hello and welcome everybody to the VooPlayer Weekly Q&A webinar. We're going to get started here in just 1 minute, but before we do, if you'll be so kind as to confirm that you can both hear my voice as well as see my screen, which should say VooPlayer Q&A on it, and then we can get started. Thank you. Alrighty, we got confirmation that everything is good with audio and video, so we can get started. Brief introduction. My name is Peter. I'm VooPlayer's product manager, and we are holding these calls in order to answer any questions that you as users may have, also to provide any training on advanced use cases of video in your business, as well as to showcase new stuff that we've been working on, so you're up to date on all of the value which you can extract from VooPlayer, and ultimately to gather, collect, organize, prioritize any feedback, criticisms, ideas, suggestions, and so on how we can keep improving VooPlayer. With that in mind, the format of the webinar is pretty straightforward. At any time that you have a question, or if you came prepared with any questions, now will be a good time to just drop them in this chat box here, and we'll just start answering them in the order that they come in. If you are unable to attend any of the webinars but would like to stay in the loop, weekly replays are available both on our YouTube channel as well as in our Facebook group, links to which I've just sent in the chat box. Additionally, if you have one of those feedback, ideas, suggestions, or criticisms for improving VooPlayer, but don't necessarily want to wait until the webinar, you just want to share it with us right away, you can of course always do that via the live chat option, but if you have a concrete idea for a feature that you would like to see, it's always good to come over here to documentation and support every now and then and click on submit and vote on ideas, which is going to bring you to our product board portal, where you can see stuff that we are currently working on, stuff that we are considering doing. So these are the ideas and suggestions from other users, as well as the momentum that they're gaining from other VooPlayer users, as well as you can see stuff that we've recently launched. And as I mentioned, the main purpose of this is the ability for you to submit an idea, describe it, and indicate the priority it carries for you. And that helps us better understand our customers, and especially helps us organize and prioritize your feedback and your input. Alrighty, I think that's all of the housekeeping notes out of the way. I do have a brief announcement before we get to the questions, which we don't have thus far. Rather low turnout, so maybe we're going to actually call it pretty early today. So one thing that I wanted to touch on is we just saw launched a very slightly refreshed homepage. So it's more or less if you've been to VooPlayer.com before, you know this homepage. It's pretty much the same homepage. We just slightly recoded it, mostly for performance purposes, since it was previously coded in ClickFunnels, and that's where it was being served from. We recoded it as plain HTML and just released it as such, with just a very minimal refresh of the design and organization of the content on the page, but more or less it's pretty much the same. However, we would appreciate anybody willing from the webinar after the call, just head on over to VooPlayer.com from your phone, from your desktop, laptop, whatever have you, and just browse through the page, interact with it a little bit, and let us know if you have any feedback, or if you found anything that can be improved. That will greatly help us ensure that we've done it, made it so it's a good experience, as well as good performance. The main impact, of course, the purpose of why we did it again is just solely for performance. The previous WooPlayer page was terribly slow, and we're hoping to optimize that. Um, Bert is saying that yellow is hideous. That is the WooPlayer puke yellow, as we like to refer to it internally. Roger is saying is best way to put WooPlayer in WordPress since there is no plugin. Yellow is their branding color. Yep. All right. Cool. Yeah. As I mentioned, just go through the page after the call, and if you notice any little kinks, anything small that can be improved, we're really hoping to hear from you on that. All right. Cool. That's all I really had to announce with regards to the new stuff that's been preoccupying us for the last couple of days, just rewriting that, and we're hoping it's gonna greatly impact both the experience of people who are coming in to WooPlayer.com and then logging in from there, as well as new visitors, as well as the impact that carries on SEO, as well as and so on and so on and so on. Will is saying, have a look at QueroBot and please consider adding things. Let's see what QueroBot is. Building your own chatbot. Build your own chatbot. What is who asked this? Will, what is this in context to? Will, are you referring to adding this to our new homepage, or somehow adding it within WooPlayer videos? I'm just not sure what the landing page enabled bot. But yeah, consider adding it where. That was my question. Bert is asking, is there a fast start training course to appreciate all the power of WooPlayer? All the power of WooPlayer, what's the best way to learn all of the basics of WooPlayer? Two very different questions. So Bert, what I would recommend you do is head over to docs.wooplayer.com. So I'll just share that link with you. And from there, and that pretty much has everything. So you can, if you're really curious about all of the power of WooPlayer, you can kind of browse through different modules, different use cases, different FAQs. So you'll kind of start getting the idea around everything that WooPlayer is. However, there is this nice collection over here for getting started, and that has a few helpful tutorials on how to import, upload your first video, how to customize it, and how to publish it on your website. So I think that's the best place to start. Also, one thing that I would recommend maybe is here we have video tutorials. And they are, I have to admit, slightly outdated with regards to the things that you're seeing in screen and things that you're seeing in the application. These were recorded maybe the end of 2017, so the UI has changed significantly since. But if you follow, the steps are basically the same, so you can walk through. So these are video walkthroughs of step-by-step processes for. And this is just a YouTube playlist. You can actually open it up over here. And then and this is just my videos module. Hold on. Video tutorials. To click on that. And there we can see all of the individual modules explained. So there you can see my videos module, watch and win contest modules, audience testing, funnels, etc. And you can go through that. I think that's also helpful. Alrighty. Didn't hear back from Video Embed. Yeah, all right. So Will, you're wondering if QueroBot can be added to WooPlayer as within the embedded video. I see no reason why not. I don't have it's gonna ask me for a credit card to sign up. Sign up using your account on Google. let's hope this works. I might be willing to test it out if it's pretty straightforward. Sign up. All right. I agree. I agree. Please confirm your registration. You have signed up. Welcome to the chat room. Cool. New. Cool. Well, start from scratch. Welcome bots. Yeah, I want to do that. All right. And that's that. Next. Next. And let's say I'm done here. Save. Bot created. And now how can I publish it? More. Copy. No. Where do I go to publish it? Billing, organization, dashboard, bot settings, design, avatars, privacy settings, variables, connections and notifications, landing page URL. How does this work, Will? Do you get some sort of an embed code which you put on your website for this to work? Or, oh, there we go, embed code. Embed the bot on your site. All right, so bot path is needed for WordPress plugin. Don't want to do that. To add the embed code to your website, just copy the following code. All right, so I'll just copy the following code here. I'll grab that. That copy? I did copy. So I'll come back to WooPlayer. I think this should work. I don't see anything preventing this from working on its own. Let me just find a video which I haven't messed up too much. So testing upload after storage increase. I'll just use this video just for testing purposes. And I'll come over here to custom and conversion codes. And I'll click on add a custom code, and we'll name this chatbot, which should trigger at, let's say, second 1 of the video. So I'll just add that. I can't believe it's that simple, their code, but all right, I won't judge it until we run it. I just want to get the right zoom. All right, so we saved that. Save it. Let's see what happens. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Just wanted to give it a shot, just see what's going to happen. So now it's second 1. We have over here on the right-hand side, we have the chat bot, what's it called? QueryBot. Yeah, so it seems like it's working. You can simply add this as a custom code within the custom and conversion codes module, and then set a time at which you want it to trigger, and then it should work seamlessly. So, Will, I think you're covered there. All right, Bert is saying, I'm very interested in the inline quiz branching functionality of WooPlayer. Has this been updated / debugged? So this is WooPlayer funnels, and all right, just restarted sound. Can you hear me now? Yep. All right. That's odd. Anyhow, so with regards to Bert's question on the utilization of funnels, so the funnels, as I mentioned, for simple functionality, which is primarily funnels oriented and not quiz oriented, will do the trick. So funnels, as they were originally created, serve the purpose of you saying, hey, I'm going to show the viewer a question, and they're going to answer A, B, or C. And if they answer B, follow this path. If they answer B, follow that path, a different path. And if they answer C, redirect them to a thank you page or whatever. So that type of functionality is functioning pretty solidly within the current iteration of funnels. However, in parallel, we are working on a new iteration of funnels, which is more apt to a quiz format, where you're going to be able to sort of have a very modular and very flexible structure, a hierarchy of questions which you can link to. So you can have, in my previous scenario, you could say, I'm gonna show viewers a question, and they're gonna have answers A, B, and C, and regardless if they answer A, B, and C, go to the same next question for all of the offered answers. So that's something that you can't do in the current iteration of funnels. So as I mentioned, it depends on what your use case really is. It might be best just to email us at support@woolplayer.com and say, hey, I'm looking to add some interactivity to our video, to my videos, and explain exactly what you're trying to do, and then we can take it from there. Is there any plan for a visual editor that shows the funnel pathway graphically as a direct representation? Yes, there is. And let's look at this. So if you want to, we touched on this a few webinars ago. So let me just pull up if I can find it really quickly. So I'll try and nope, not that account. Switch account. Let me just go to WooPlayer really quickly. I want to see if I can get you the link to the webinar where we discussed the new funnels, so you can have a better, yeah, there we go. Nifty old YouTube gives you the useful thumbnail when you need it. So I'll send you this link, but in here, let me just see if I could just jump to it. Here we had the representation of that visual hierarchy, which I believe you're referring to. So I'll just send you this link, and maybe you can go through that, and I think that's going to answer a lot of your question with regards to what are the upcoming plans for funnels. Sure, you're welcome. All right, cool. Do we have any other questions? Surprisingly low turnout today. I don't know what happened. Let me just close this out, close this out, close this out. Roger asked a couple of questions. I missed them. I apologize. Let me just scroll back up to Roger's questions. So any updates on the Hyperrise that was discussed some week ago? That's one. Let me just make sure. All right, so first question is, best way to put WooPlayer in WordPress since there is no plugin? Best way to put WooPlayer inside of WordPress is, if we're over here on docs.woolplayer.com and we just type in WordPress, and then there is a nifty tutorial on how to do that on the Gutenberg editor in WordPress 5, as well as WordPress also the explanation on the utilization of the WooPlayer plugin. The WooPlayer plugin is no visual in the session, just Mick showing. Thanks for letting me know, Bert. Let me just turn on my screen real quick. Demio going crazy again. All right, cool. So the question was utilization of WooPlayer within WordPress, and I just dug up the article for utilization in the Gutenberg editor in WordPress 5, as well as the utilization of the WordPress plugin. My general recommendation is if you have somewhat of a bare simple WordPress installation, I would say go ahead and use the plugin. However, if you have complex editors such as Thrive Architect or Divi Builder or some sort of a learning management system in your platform where that completely takes over the utilization of content and has its own ways of handling video elements, which are conflicting with how the WooPlayer plugin is doing that, then the best option you have is to literally grab the HTML embed code from the application and then just copy it over to the HTML block inside of WooPlayer. So that answers the WordPress question. What was the other one? Is there any update with regards to Hyperize? I need to remind. No, there's no updates. I definitely need to remind myself what it was. Yeah, so this was I remember this. So this was the question that we had with regards to the combination of integration between the Hyperize personalization templates and the WooPlayer personalization of video. And I think we left this at, and do remind me if I'm missing something, but we left this at what would this integration really look like? What's there to integrate with aside from their templates? And I think this is where we're left off. We kind of had a disagreement on what's the expectation, and I said, all right, well, just send us an email at support@wooplayer.com outlining the how you imagine this integration working and what will be the beneficial aspects for both parties, or only for WooPlayer, or only for you as a customer. But again, looking at this, I don't necessarily see any capabilities that this has that WooPlayer doesn't have, aside from really well-made templates that you're able to leverage within this platform. If there's something that I'm missing, please do let me know. Alrighty, great for answering them. Again, if I'm not missing what's the actual integration aside from snatching their templates, I doubt that they would allow us to use their templates in some way, but they really have great templates. That's all I'll leave it at. Willis chiming in, Hyperize displays their widget in video, a coming feature. Hyperize displays their widget in video. No video on screen again. All right, let me refresh it once more. Thanks for letting us know, Rick. Hopefully the video is back now. Hyperize displays their widget in video, coming features. Not necessarily following that video. Do we do personalized video as well? Hyperize video. Hyperize active chat messenger integration. Hyperize beta page says I can't find any references to Hyperize video, so maybe that's their upcoming update for GIF playing in video. I mean, so let me ask you this. Let's dive a little bit into this. So how does this work? I'm curious. So here, I'll give them my email. email.com. Please spam me. All right. So now they're gonna look up the data for my email that they're able to find. Should I do something else here? Am I missing something here? Oh, there we go. They personalize these images. All right, cool. So let's see what they're doing here. We want you to join our crew. Awesome. So open a new tab. So this is the image that they're using, and that's the email that they're getting, and they're returning this value. That's great. Let's see if they have. They don't have very good data here. They weren't able to get any of my images, but oh well. So let's just say that they're using this. So what we would be more than willing to kind of integrate with, we would be able to. So all you would need to do. So let's do this. Why not? So let's do this. I am the app.WooPlayer. Let's integrate it right now. So let me just log in. This one. And let's go. What was that video? Testing, upload after storage increase. Cool. And we'll just add an image to our, so we'll just add a overlay, and we'll just add a hotspot. Why not? It's going to be linked to something. And we'll add a, let's move it over here to the left, and we'll add an image background, and we'll add this, and we'll add, so watch what I'm doing now. So I'll eliminate the email now that I entered, and I'll leave that as empty, and I'll say email equals whatever have you. Let's call it email value, because I can't think of anything more creative. So I'll call it email value, and fallback value is going to be something, I don't know. So there we go. So now we have inside of WooPlayer, we have email is going to equal email value. Let me just make this a little bit larger so we can see it. As you can see now, it doesn't say, now it says, we want you to join our crew blank. All right. So we'll leave it as that. We'll leave it at that, and we'll have this displayed from second one until the end of the video. And we'll just save this. Okay. I think we're good there. So we're good there. All right. So now when I come to watch this, it's not going to be personalized in any way, right? So there's going to be that blank value, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, did I not save that? Oh, man. Don't tell me I didn't save that. I did. Everything's saved, actually. So that's interesting. So maybe that did. I'm interested to learn why that image is not loading if it doesn't have a value. So let's all right, doesn't matter. Let's give it the value. So I'll provide it with the value of email value equals sign water on the keyboard. All right, so email value equals. So what should happen now is that WooPlayer is gonna, using this parameter, is gonna capture this value and forward it to this image, giving us the personalized result that we wanted. Left the space there. All right, cool. So let's give it a go. Let me open it up in a new tab altogether. Did I just, no, I just closed the wrong tab. So let's do this. So email value equals the email that I should have gotten. Not liking this. Let me just look a little bit deeper. Maybe this chatbot is conflicting with this. So let's see what's happening here. Why am I not having any image here? In theory, this should work. And maybe I'm just missing something obvious why it's not working. Before, what was the name of the Hyperize. Let me just see if I have that link saved. Image. All right, let me just double check on that. Image. Yeah, there's something weird going on here. But in theory, this should work pretty flawlessly. So all they're doing for their templates is they're just utilizing the contact information and forwarding it in an email. And you can do the same thing by leveraging their email source and then just I think I know what's going on. Give me just a second. So would this work if I also did personalized? Just let me test it out. And I might need to turn on personalization as well. I forgot to do that. Advanced options. Advanced options, personalized data. That needs to be turned on. Select a personalization integration. Maybe not. Let's just see. Still nothing. All right, doesn't matter. I'll look into this. If you remind me, who asked about this? Roger. If you remind me about this via support@vuplayer.com, I'll definitely dig deeper into this. But this should definitely be supported. It's just forwarding a parameter to an image, so it should be pretty straightforward to do. Refresh your screen. I see it. Just a thought. Relogin works now. Hyperice has their own value link feature. They're working on video in the near future, so it'll work. Yeah, definitely. It's just, I mean, I see no reason why passing forward the parameter for the data that they want personalized in the image can be customized from within VuPlayer, if that's the integration as well. So as I mentioned, that will work. I just need somebody to tap me on the shoulder and remind me to check that tomorrow or in the following days. Hopefully that'll be you, Roger, since you initiated that. All right, cool. Unless there are any other questions, we actually went over time with the record low number of attendees. So, but good discussion all overall. So I just want to thank you all for joining this week, and thank you for helping us continue VuPlayer better. And we hope we will see you next week as well. Bye.